Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. Welcome to the upcoming 28-day read for the sign of, drumroll please, whoever you are. At first, you felt so calm and cool and collected, and then all of a sudden things just started going I had to move from where I was. I had to you are so Denise for some Denisha or something like that. In the starting the Queen of Cups energy with the okay, there's a King of Hearts in your field as well. With the Emperor came out with Judgment. And a Six of Swords. So for some of you, you could be reconciling with someone, but it has you a little bit nervous. For some of you, there's a judgment call that's being made at work and it has you a little bit nervous, but it's going to allow you, whatever conflict there was, whoever's presiding over this legal procedure or court situation or procedure is going to allow you to find your peace. Because on the surface, you may seem very, very calm, but for some of you, you could have been a little mischievous in a situation. You could have been dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio or a Libra or Sagittarius. All those energies are coming in for you, or a Cancer too. There's going to be a judgment call made. Everybody's going to be seen for whatever plays they made, and then from there, the decision will be made that's fair. Because judgment is very important. This could be within a group, within an organization. For some of you, you could be reconciling with a father after some type of deliberation or having some type of talk. For some of you, as a father, you could be spending quite a bit of time with your daughter and having some really significant discussions about certain situations. But it's going to allow you to move away from a storm. For some of you, you could be talking to someone that you see in an authoritative figure in a situation that's going to allow you to figure something out. Jesus. Ooh, we got Plutonian energy, so definitely dealing with Scorpio energy. Pluto. We do have the World, an end of a chapter, but in the Egyptian Brotherhood Tarot, this brings in the Fool. So the World, the Fool takes a leap of faith into the world. So who do we want to do? Did we do Gemini already? So we have Leo and Aries. So the Emperor energy is still present. Leo energy here. We just did Leo and we just did Scorpio. And if I'm not mistaken, we just did Gemini too. Did we do Aries? I don't think we've done Aries recently. So we're going to go with Aries. We're going to go with you, Aries, as the Emperor. But you could be in very Scorpio energy for some of you. You could also be in very Leo energy, or you could be dealing again with a Scorpio, a Leo here, Scorpio here, something about a sleaze in a situation for some. This could be in an organization, but Six of Wands energy. So we had Six of Swords energy in the preliminary Spirit gave us for you. But Six of Wands, you're going to be successful if it comes to a new beginning. You have to take some type of leap of faith and close out a chapter. I love this Fool because in other tarots, the Fool is kind of the initiator. This is after a chapter closes, then you take a leap of faith. So for some of you, judgment is definitely upon a situation. And this judgment, someone was used as a pawn in a situation. So this judgment is definitely going to allow you to either start over. Maybe crocodile tears will be shed for someone, because I am getting crocodile's tears in a situation in order to try to be seen in some way. But Spirit's going to ask for some just to take a leap of faith and go in a new direction when it comes to a situation, or this is the energy that you're dealing with. It could be a group that's trying to make a judgment call, and maybe someone could even cry just to kind of get their way in a situation. I am getting acting, someone's going to act, because even the Fool's kind of a child in a situation. And again, we have a Fool that's kind of older and it has a chip on their shoulder. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, an emotional manipulator. The Knight of Wands energy in the upright, you know, someone can treat you very nicely. For some of you, it could be dating quite a bit over the next 30 days or 28 days, but 30 days for some. Maybe the next reading will be in 30 days. But the Knight of Cups energy is an emotional manipulator. For some of you, you may be trying to, or someone, take it how it resonates to you, or someone around you could be trying to emotionally, because I'm also getting a Knight of Wands. So someone for a long time, there have been delays in something, but for a long time, someone may be trying to like get into someone's pants. That's what it feels like for some. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For some of you, there's something like, it's like you've been like whining and dining somebody. You know what I'm getting? Years ago, this could be a cousin for some, or someone's gonna, or it could be a group of guys involved in a situation, or a group of gals. Take it how it resonates. They're all pals. But it's like years ago, I had someone that I grew up with, and him and I, we were really close for years. And this man definitely lived in his fears of his peers. So he always cared about a lot what people thought about, to the point where he would do really reckless things. Like, for example, 5:50 on the clock, 5:50 on the clock, 5/5 energy. So for example, he would sleep around a lot. This man had sexually transmitted demons all over. He would sleep around a lot. And he would brag about this. He was like a hunter, and he would brag. This is like this type of energy. He would brag about the women that he slept with and who he got in bed with. And then it became so obscene that he would need proof. So he actually would take like pictures. One day he showed me a picture of a woman that I just knew from town. Her and I were very cordial. Like when we would see each other, kind of in like the nightlife type setting. Maybe this has to do with a social light, and someone's been trying to like coerce, or maybe not coerce, but maybe coerce, because that's not the right word, but coercion could be involved in a situation, to ruin someone's reputation. It's like the way he did this for this female, this is what's coming in for somebody. Jesus, my lovies. It's gonna be you or someone around you, but for this female, he really hunted her. And again, she was really kind. Like when I would see her out, she was really kind. You know, it's like she was really, really like physically very attractive woman. She was known to be very, very attractive. And he showed me. He's like, you wouldn't believe who I slept with. I'm like, I mean, he knew I knew a lot of people in town, but I'm like, I never got into that. His personality was very like. Him and I liked the differences, but then I think that also led to our like falling out at some point. Wish him well. He showed me this picture of this woman, and she was sleeping, and he had just had sex with her, and he took a picture of her with her breast out. And I'm like, why'd you show me that? And he's like, cause like, look what I bagged. Like, he's like, you know, a lot of men want her, and I just fucked her and threw her away type of energy. You know, to kind of paraphrase the disrespect, but that was kind of like the gist of it. Maybe for some, being cautious, my lovies, because for some, there's somebody that either watches you. They watch you. Like, somebody just wants a notch on their belt, like to take you down a level. Because the way that guy he also told me someone's a dud, but they see you as a dunce. I don't know. It's like a stunt. There's a stunt double involved in a situation. Something about Daredevil. I'm seeing Ben Affleck, dancer. A dancer could be inside out. Inside out. It's so interesting because I'm getting inside out marketing. When I was in Florida, Florida could be significant for some. When I was in Florida, for somebody's going to be in Florida, or you're going to be in Florida, or someone's from Florida. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies. I used to work for this, it was kind of like a marketing firm of sorts, like, affiliate, like, it wasn't really affiliated marketing, but for some of you, affiliated marketing is coming in. Maybe you're going to meet this person like in some type of affiliated marketing event, or like someone's like a spokesmodel, or someone's like a model, but someone wants like to take you down a notch. This is what it's feeling like. Like, maybe you come off very empathetic in a situation, or maybe in an organization. Maybe you have to travel with somebody, and someone's like a higher up, but they want to take you down a notch, and they're going to lie. They're going to wine and dine you. For some, I'm just a messenger here. For some, I feel like this is something that is about to happen to you, or or recently happened to you or is about to happen to you. I feel like it's about to happen. Like maybe in the summertime, or maybe you're going to travel for work. It has to do with your work or what you do for a living. And someone's like, again, you look like a Queen of Hearts to them. You're like in Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is the type of person that would say like some perverted shit about Scorpios. But like they'll try to make it like slick. Like someone's really trying to lay it on thick. They're laying it on thick, my lovies. Like, they think, like, this could be a higher level. This could be a boss of some sort. Or someone's, like, powerful. Or they were well-established in their life. But they may even have a wife. That's kind of it. Someone's married, my lovies. Who the heck is this? Someone is married, my lovies. They're gonna trade you. They're gonna trade you. And they're gonna betray you, too. Someone's a traitor. Someone's, like, a traitor. Like, I'm getting traitor in, like... For some of you, trading in sports. Something has to do with sports for some. I am getting trading in, like... For some of you, trading a player, like, playing, like I'll trade you. For some of you, stock trading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies. But for some, being cautious, my lovies. If you're traveling with a boss or a boss figure, or you're traveling for work with a jerk... This person would even fucking, again, this is the type of person, everything is coming in for a reason. They want to be supposedly your friend, but they want to really play with your emotions. This person is an emperor. For some of you, someone's like a boss figure. Male or female, take it how it resonates. It's like quid pro quo energy. Like someone's going to catch you like at a conference or something. Like you're going to be like you have to go, for some reason you have to travel with this person. 1113, 11, which is a Libra, justice, something about Jude, and then 13, death energy, Scorpio energy, an ending, a transformation. Maybe after a situation, you may even have to resign, or you have to like there's a judgment call that someone needs to make that has to do with harassment. I'm just a messenger. This is what's coming in. I'm just a messenger. Something about Jude or Judy. I did get the name Jude, Jude. Or Judy or Julia for some. Those names could be significant. I'm getting the name Patrick and Peter for some. This name Joseph as well for some. Canny or Canny. Like I'm getting like Canly. Something like that. Canly. Or Cadley. Now I'm seeing the Cadbury egg. Easter could be significant for some. So around Easter or April, I'm getting like April Fools, or I'm getting something about Advent. I'm getting like first Advent something or other, like religious, in a religious sense. Smooth operator. 1, 2, 3, 4. The crow crowed 4 times. So this is in April for some. You're going to have someone from a work situation or higher up play some nasty shit on you. And then they're going to want to like get rid of you because for some of you, it looks like you're going to say no. And, boom. Here, because I didn't think that we were going to work with this one, but here, we'll work with this one. We may work with this one too. We'll see which ones want to speak with you. Se mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. Se mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. Se mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. Someone has access to like, even like, I don't know, like, it's almost like private jet energy. Like this could be someone like, I don't know, it's like a boss, like a boss, my lovies. But like there's a pervert. No dumping. Anyways. Boom. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelito Félix Antonio Núñez. To mi abuelito Félix Antonio Núñez. To mi abuelito Félix. The name Victor is coming in. Antonio Núñez. To Mamá Merce. To Mamá Merce. To Mamá Merce. To Shango. To Shango. To Shango. To Yemaya. To Yemaya. To Yemaya. To Papa Legba. To Papa Legba. To Papa Legba. To Elegua. To Elegua. To Elegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte. To Archangel Raphael, to Archangel Raphael, to Archangel Raphael, to Archangel Michael, to Archangel Michael, to Archangel Michael, to the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? In love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor. In love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor. In love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? What's popping? What's cracking? We're reading for my Aries. Reading for my Aries. We are reading for you. It is true. We're reading for you. We got 10% left. 1544. Jesus. Sorry. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right. All right, my lovies. You're going to have a good time no matter where you go. It's going to be all right. It's going to show. For some of you, you have a show. For some of you, you have something important coming up. It's like big energy, my lovies. Big E. Big E. For some of you, big E, big E, big E. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just, you be hypnotizing people, my lovies. For some of you, hypnobirthing is in your field as well. For some of you, hypnobirthing classes. For some of you, you can be taking like, hypnobirthing classes. For some of you, postpartum, something about postpartum depression. For some of you, after having a baby, making sure that we're well supported. My mommies, we got coats. For some of you, coats. For some of you, you're going somewhere. I'm getting like pea coats and going somewhere fancy. You're going somewhere fancy for some type of an event, my lovies, and you're gonna have a good time. And you got an air sign, Gemini. See that Gemini wants to be present for some. It's a Gemini. June energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and a Libra. For some air signs, air energy very present for you over the next 28 days. They're competing with you. For some of you, there's an air sign competing with you. And plan B. For some of you, you got a plan B. For some of you, you may be considering things about pregnancy, because I'm getting plan B in, like, for some with the hypnobirthing. For some of you, you could be taking some type of coursework to treat with mamas, and someone's competing with you with that. Like, you're trying to get more educated. Maybe for some of you, you're going to become a midwife or a doula, or maybe Spirit was giving us in meditation and preparation earlier today. Call your sister friend. I'd be a great resource for you, my lovies. I specialize in home births, but, you know, I took a lot of training. So, you know, I'd be more than happy to, something about Helen, I'll be more than happy to share. But Spirit was giving us in meditation and preparation, midwives, or just people that in the industry that become, you know, kind of envious or competitive. That energy came in actually earlier today in preparation and meditation. I remember my first experience as a doula. The midwives, they were so sweet. They were so sweet. And they're like, oh my gosh, like, it's like you've been doing this forever. And I'm like, well, I've always been very, like, motherly. They're like, this is your first birth? I'm like, yeah, it's my first birth. They're like, no way. And then I was thinking of the other experiences that I had where the women were much less supportive, and in fact almost a little catty, to the point where I was kind of like surprised. Maybe for some of you, you're gonna have, and it's funny because actually one of the births I recommended to those midwives, so I was surprised that they were so rude. But maybe for some of you, like, it's like someone that is actually like just being cautious with some, because for some, like, you're learning about pregnancy, or you're studying pregnancy, or you're studying how to support mamas, but you have a competition here and you have drama for something. Maybe you're not going to see it, because maybe for some of you, again, there's a lot of work things for some, but maybe like you're going into it with Queen of Hearts energy. So you're going in with a very open heart, where others may not be as like, something about the token, something about a token Negro in a situation. I don't know, my lovies, just being cautious. Everything is coming in for a reason. you know, I think that you're in the right space, pero no seas una pendeja, mija. Like, that's always coming in. For some of you, don't let yourself be taken like a pendeja either. It happens, my lovies. It happens. I totally get it. I totally get it. But for some, you know, everything is coming in for a reason. Because maybe you have people that are secretly, like, maybe you're going to be really good, and because you're natural. Maybe for some of you, being a partera is an ancient art. Just because, you know, companies like the one that I got, I did my training through, I forgot the name of it, but just because these companies came around, you know, not that long ago, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't mean that these things are new to you. So for some of you, you may have like that partera energy or that midwife energy. It's coming in for a reason, and you're gonna do great. But maybe for some of you, you're gonna seem a little too seasoned, and it's gonna make, you know, others kind of like try to, like, it's almost te quieren bajar, like it's like almost like sunning you or daughtering you in a situation. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies, but Spirit's saying that because this is with that Six of Wands. Spirit's saying you deserve some type of standing ovation because you're a natural at something. Maybe it's in the, again, for take what resonates, something about fertility treatments. For some of you, you're a natural at something. You could be actually like administering or supporting fertility treatments, or you're doing something with children and you're studying, like, it has to do with children and pregnancy, and you have to study like postpartum depression. You have to study all of these different things, and it just clicks naturally for you. There's rental equipment for some. For some of you, definitely some type of celebration or a party involved in a situation. You're going to get an invitation for some. And for some of you, root work. Oh my God. For some of you, root work is also, okay, for some, if it's not like a ceremony, for some of you, you have people doing root work on you. So root work, definitely in the spirit of everything we're talking about. Root work affects, for example, it's like people that are trying to like hold back your creation. People that are trying to make you like smaller than you are. People that want to like kind of ruin your star or downplay your gifts. People that maybe even want to take you out of, like, for some of you, somebody wants to move you from a department to another. And then you're going to have to maybe take a leap of faith into something else. It's like that type of energy. That's root work. Those are people that are doing root work, whether they're not, they don't have to be like over a cauldron somewhere. They're in corporate America or in a business or in an organization doing root work to uproot you from a situation. Do you get it? So that you are destabilized for whatever reason. For some of you, you know, it could have to do with lies. For others, it has to do with other things. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Infant. We got an infant. We got an infant. Definitely, I'm feeling like working with babies for some, or working with something that has to do with children. But for some of you, in the preliminary, it did come in that someone's actually doing root work on a baby or on a child or on a pregnancy, on an actual being coming into this world. And this is really stupid. It's not a good idea. But anyway, someone in their 20s who's pregnant, but also very immature. I was going to say pretty immature, but for some of you, someone in their 20s is pregnant. It's like, do you want to lose a baby? Why would you want to be playing with root work? It's like kind of dumb. I don't know. Maybe they don't know that much. Oh yeah, they want to drop the waters of the life. They want to drop the flow of life. They want to drop the flow of life. I'm just a messenger. Jesus. Smooth operator. Someone's a hater. Someone's a hater, my lovies. Ooh, check out today's, was it, someone was, in another reading, someone was making a head over heart decision, and here we're making a heart over head decision. Someone did something to spite you, spiteful energy, someone's a hater. Someone did something to spite you, my lovies, or you did someone to spite somebody. I'm just a messenger, my lovies. Smooth. Renovating a home or a property for some. Someone has some type of deficiency for some. Taking care of the children, my lovies, is important. Smooth operator. Okay, for some of you, Okay, maybe we're not going to work with the 32, my lovies. Oh my gosh, but they do want to speak with you. You have letters, you have news, you have letters, you have emails, you have a lot of discussions face to face, a lot of meetings. Okay, this one wants to go first. You're free to go. If it's not the freaking theme here, you're free to go, my lovies. You are free. You are free to go. Take a risk, a jump, go somewhere, start a new beginnings, jump into that project, jump into your coursework for some that has to do with taking care of, you know, pregnancies and children or whatever. You're free to go. For some of you, you're free to go and just be in flow with yourself. Do not worry about anybody else or what anybody else is doing. You are free to go to be in your purpose. The Fool focuses on himself. The Fool, it doesn't matter who's competing or who is not. You are in your power and you are going for your tower. For some of you, again, Aries energy, but you can also be dealing with a Scorpio, or a Scorpio is very significant to you. But you are free to go, my lovies. You're free to go. You're free to show. You're free to go. Something about show and tell. For some of you, there's a show and tell. You're free to go. Spiritual guidance. You will have some type of spiritual guidance, a spiritual download. I am seeing Taurus, a Hierophant. For some of you, you could be seeking, again, for some of you, religious institutions and medical institutions are very in your field. So you are seeking some type of guidance, spiritual guidance. You could be talking to your guides quite a bit. You could be asked to meditate quite a bit over the next X amount of time. You could be, for no rhyme or reason, you could just be, I don't know, just following the signs. You're following the signs. You're trying to, for some of you, you may get spiritual guidance that they're going to give you some type of like a go ahead, or you're going to get a sign. I am going like, I'm going. Okay. For some of you, you're going, I was getting like going to like a pastor or a preach. So for some of you, for some of you, a pastor or a preach to teach. That's how it's coming in. It's something about a teacher. For some of you, you can be actually talking to a teacher about a child over the next 28 days or so. For some of you, you could be seeking advice about what to do with a child. This is very belief systems. I'm getting it like systems that form your beliefs. Maybe for some of you, you are thinking of getting into some type of religion, or maybe not, maybe moving away. It's like you're trying to decide, but you're free to go. You're free to take a leap of faith. The Fool, you're free to go. You are going to be reading between the signs when it comes to the spiritual guidance that you're receiving. Between the signs. Okay, you have to read between the signs for some. And for some, you have to read between the lines. Ooh, for some of you, the matchmaker is sincere and wants to support the potential couple. For some of you, the matchmaker is sincere and wants to support the potential couple. For some of you, you are free to take a leap of faith. If you are, for some of you, if you are, it sounds like a higher level commitment here. And someone's trying to support somebody. For some of you, watch the couples reading if you want to, if you have time. But for some of you, because that energy came in of a well-meaning person hooking up a well-meaning man with a well-meaning woman. Male, female, take it how it resonates, but it did come in as a well-meaning person who's already in a relationship, and they're going to be hooking up a well-meaning man with a well-meaning woman, and the relationship can get very serious very quickly. For some of you, it could be jumping into, and someone has a hickey. You can be jumping into, oh my God, you can be jumping into a relationship really quickly. For some of you, what did we say about getting advice on a child or whatnot? For some of you, you have an abusive child on your hand, physically abusive. There's an abusive child in the field who's physically abusive. You have to read between the lines when it comes to how to deal with this abusive child who's physically abusive. For some of you, I am getting like a child who throws the, what do they say? You throw the rock and hide your hands. For some of you, there could be you need to read between the lines, because for some of you, I'm almost getting like a child who's abusive to their siblings, but it's like you don't see it, or you're kind of like, almost like, I don't know if you're turning a blind eye per se, but you have to get guidance when it comes to a child. Or maybe they do this to the coworkers. The child does this to the coworkers? What does that mean? Maybe they do this to their peers, because I was going to say, okay, someone's gay. Whatever that means to them, happy or whatever, I don't know. But I don't want to jump into it. For some, there may be something you see about a child and you don't want to jump into it. And you kind of let the child or someone around you, take it how it resonates. Someone kind of lets the child run wild. You have to get guidance when it comes to that. Because I'm almost like tippy-toeing around it and it's making me really itchy and uncomfortable. So maybe for some of you, someone can I'm getting like a child that does like some malicious things, my lovies. Like burn the other children. There could be a baby. There's a child who has access to an infant. Maltratando. It's coming in Spanish. Someone can have Spanish blood. I'm getting like someone that does some I'm getting a weird burning sensation on my right foot and then also on my left hip. Someone can really like hurt a baby or an infant or a 2-year-old. I'm getting a 2-year-old. I'm getting a 3-year-old. I'm getting a 7-year-old and a 12-year-old. Take that how it resonates. For some of you, they love the way you cook. For some of you, the potential couple, the matchmaker loves the way somebody cooks, but also for some of you, you can be getting along. Everybody's getting along. For some of you, you could be getting into a group of people that are going to, it's like you're going to be in a group. And it's like a friend's dinner. It's kind of like experiencing like a friend's giving. So there could be like something that you're celebrating that with your friends that you would normally celebrate like with your family. But this is your new family. You've created a family. And it's like everybody's going to get together and everybody's going to cook something and everybody's going to like someone's meal. But the matchmaker is going to love the meal, but also the potential couple. This is cute, my lovies. I like that. For some, you need to get spiritual guidance about always looking for the tea. Someone's, they're saying to put it under the abusive child. Because for me, children are not this way just by mistake, my lovies. Children, they inherit the parents' demons. So it's almost like the karma that the parents have accumulated have fallen into, it's like fallen angel energy. I don't know. That was coming in. Pyrokinesis. What did I say about burning? What did we say about burning? Pyrokinesis. You got to read between the lines. A child likes to light things on fire. What did I say earlier, my lovies? I'm just the messenger. And you got to read between the lines. Pyrokinesis. Always looking for the tea and an abusive child physically. But I said burning things. But I don't know if this person has a superpower. I think this person's kind of demonic, my lovies. There's an abusive child. I'm just a messenger here. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And instead of that, the parents are always like, I am getting like kind of mean-spirited parents. I'm not going to lie, my lovies. For some of you, there are mean-spirited parents involved in a situation. And it's fallen like, it's like, you know, when those people, Spirit's giving us like, when people say like, how did that child get to be such a bully? Look at the parents. No offense, but look at the parents. We don't want to, sometimes we want to keep up appearances and keeping up with the Jones. These parents could be very successful, supposedly, but they're stressful and live a stressful life. And the child has picked up on the energy. I'm just a messenger, my lovies. I'm just a messenger. We got a supportive family who support the healing of a generational, for some of you, a Jenner, for some of you, Germ. The nickname Germ could be significant for some. A supportive family who support the healing of a generational trauma and they love the way you cook or they love the way someone cooks. For some of you, you could be spending, again, I feel like you're spending time with a family or with your extended family for some, or with your recomposed family or the family you've created. But this is a very supportive energy for you over the next X amount of time. For some of you, someone's going to take a rain check because they're going to need to. For some of you, there's an emergency with a child. And it's like somebody's not going to be able to attend a situation, but it's because they need to tend to something that's going to be related to a child. It's almost like leaving a teenager or someone that's 12. Like, it's like, oh, we're going to go and meet up with friends or something. We can trust little Benjamin. No, you can't. You really can't. For some of you, you have two parties. This energy came in the preliminary today. Two parties who would actually get along well if they accepted the connection. For some of you, you have two parties that will get along well if they actually accepted the connection. But someone's going to rain check. For some of you, someone may be bailing out on something because something about Bailey's, like the drink. For some of you, somebody may be bailing out on something also because for some, I think for someone's intuition, they talk a lot about someone likes to talk about emotional intelligence, but I don't know, my lovies. I don't think the amount of money that someone makes means that they're emotionally intelligent. I think actually someone's really immature and their children have also inherited that. But this person would actually, for some of you, someone really likes drama and gossip. And they would actually get along with somebody had they, if they actually accepted the connection. But I don't know. Somebody is too much deflecting happening. So someone's going to bail out on a situation. It's like you're going to have like a group or a team or some type of kumbaya meeting, but someone is not going to attend. For some of you, you could be wanting to like mend a relationship, but somebody's not going to want to show up. For some of you, a heart over head decision when it comes to two parties. For some of you, there can be a reconciliation for some because somebody's trying to make a heart over head decision, especially when it comes to family situations, because you do have a supportive family who want to heal traumas and want to leave the drama behind. But I don't think someone's ready to leave drama behind. Kayleen, someone's not ready to leave the drama behind. Things will never be the same. Right next to the two parties that could actually get along. Someone doesn't want, things will never be the same. For some of you, things will never be the same. For some of you, after a very, I don't know, it feels like a shocker, my lovies. When it comes to this child or this teenager or this kind of preteen energy, things are definitely not going to be the same. I don't think you're ever going to, I don't know. And the way that it feels, it's like, this is going to give you time to heal. For somebody really loves, like, this could be you or someone around you, just take the energies how they resonate. Somebody really loves to bash others and trash others because they feel like they are almighty. And somebody, like, through this child, they're going to feel really embarrassed. Maybe things are not going to be the same also because their pride is going to be wounded, because they're going to feel embarrassed because they like to make fun of people and they don't like to be seen as struggling. Someone is really, they don't like to be seen as struggling. For some, there's a ghostwriter involved in a situation. Head over heart decision. A ghostwriter needs to make a head over heart decision, or someone needs to make a head over heart decision when it comes to writing things. And no dumping. Again, Spirit's bringing us, but Spirit's giving us like making up fake accounts and then writing stuff that's not true. For someone needs to make a head over heart decision when it comes to like drama and stirring up a pot. Because I'm getting like a ghostwriter, like almost like a team of people working together to make up like gossip. Anyways, we got taking care of someone while they are drunk. Things will never be the same. Always looking for the tea. Someone was afraid of their emotions, and I think they're still afraid of their emotions. Again, I do feel people or a person, but Spirit saying people that are afraid to truly be vulnerable and emotional, but they call themselves emotionally intelligent. Everything is coming in for a reason. Something about Ayana. I was afraid of my emotions. Ghostwriter, taking care of someone while they're drunk. They are remorseful. For some of you, this abusive child is going to be remorseful because Spirit had us look at the abusive child because they're going to do some wild shit. This coming in as they're going to do something wild. It's like wild and crazy kids. For some, this person needs to take better care of the body. You are free to go to take better care of your body. For some of you, you can be taking time off for some to take care of your body. Or Spirit's going to bring you. Spirit will Bing, search engine. Spirit's going to bring you. For some of you, someone can have like a little bit of a head injury or getting really bad headaches. Or maybe for some of you, someone's actually going to bing because I'm going to like bing, like getting hit in the head with something. And it's going to, I think Spirit's asking some to take a break. We got love and marriage. Oh my gosh. Over the matchmaker. I told you for some of you, this could lead really far. The matchmaker is sincere and wants to support the potential couple. For some of you, premarital sex for some. That's how much you're going to like each other. But eventually love and marriage for some. For some of you, fathering somebody else's child. For some of you, check out the couples read. For some of you, someone can already have a child with somebody else, but they love the way you cook. For some of you, the fiduciary right. For some of you, the child could be adopted by their new dad. It's so cute, my lovies. It's a good man. For some of you, a good man or a good woman is in your field. For some of you, the matchmaker made the right thing. For some of you, paternity leave. I told you. For some of you, watching with the mama too, because for some of you, I am also getting postpartum depression for some. So just paternity leave is going to be very important for some. Paternity and maternity leave. And something about porn for some. A supportive family who support the healing of generational trauma. For some of you, you have an awesome couple. I love it. I freaking love it. There is a throuple in the field for some, though. Lifestyle upgrade, spiritual guidance, lifestyle upgrade. For some of you, also always looking for the tea. For some of you have a spiritual upgrade and a lifestyle upgrade. But for some of you, someone's going to always be looking for information on you, especially after you detach from them. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, spiritual upgrade, lifestyle upgrade. We got rental equipment, rain check when it comes to the rental equipment. For some of you, if you are planning a party or a baby shower, don't overstep boundaries. Or I'm kind of just talking to the energies, because I'm feeling for some, there's somebody that's going to want to plan a baby shower, and it's like, I don't know if the friendship is there anymore. I think someone really feels like the friendship is ruined, or a connection is ruined. Someone's supposed to be the godmother, or they were supposed to be a godmother, or there's going to be an issue there for some. I would not rent anything prematurely. We got an air sign, a Gemini, an Aquarius. For some of you, a Leo. August could be significant for some. Gemini, Aquarius, and a Libra. Two parties who would actually get along well if they accepted the connection, but I don't know if they want to. The trust issues can be overcome. For some of you, you can definitely heal something, but it's up to you if whether you want to. You have to make a heart over head decision, because for some of you, the trust issues can be overcome. Trust issues can be overcome. Well, that was beautiful, my lovies. I absolutely loved it. I think it was really beautiful. Just watching it with the little fire starter for some. It is what it is. It is what it is, my lovies. Here, we'll do this, and then, because something about your father came in earlier and it wants to come back in. So for some of you, father energy, gossip. Just stop it. We got thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. I told you, for some of you, there's gossipers, all types of them. For some of you, being cautious of who you lay up in bed with. For some of you, gossipers in a work situation that like to destroy others. I'm just a messenger. Okay, boom. We got a servant, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. But you see, serving this meal, for some of you, somebody cooks from the soul, my lovies. For some of you, someone cooks like goals, my lovies. We got a poet, for some, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. That's why you cook through the soul, my lovies, because you express your soul through your food, through symbols. We got a detective, great powers of observation, intuition, desire to seek out the truth. But also in the reverse, for some, we do have voyeurism and falsifying information. And what did we say earlier? For some, falsifying information. When I saw that ghostwriter, for some of you, you have somebody falsifying information or writing something that is fictitious, or altering documents for some, or altering things that were said or weren't said. For some of you, we have a priest. What did we say about seeing a priest for some? There it is. Facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. And we have a queen. Oh, she's in the crooked. So the queen and the detective, there's a female who's not in her queen energy. She's a queen bee. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others, but on the other side, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Well, take that how it resonates. All right, my lovies, that was beautiful. That was really, really beautiful, my lovies. Enjoy your next 28 days, my lovies. It is with great honor that we do this work for you. We will be back for more. Of course we will, because somebody's a bully. Conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. There's an issue with verbal and physical abuse, and it's being passed down to a child. Anyways, my love, you said a chilling child because Jesus. Anyways, my love, you stay well, stay well, stay absolutely well. You know why? Because your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you. Love you and adore you. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. 4411 loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends and your sister friend and your spirit friends and your sister friend. In love always, in love always, in love always, and forever, homies. Peace. Oh.